Good morning, children. Welcome to Narayana Live Classes. Today I am going to explain the key of 18 June 2020. The first question of this assignment is the part of a leaf by which it is attached to the stem is called dash. So what is the question they are asking? A part of a leaf which is attached to the stem is called dash. So here you can see this is the plant stem. So here you can able to find one leaf which is attached to the stem. So this part which is attached to the stem, we used to call it as a petiole. What we used to call? The answer is petiole. Okay. And the next question. And the next question. Second question. The broad, green, part of the broad green part of the leaf is called dash. Leaf is called dash. So in this they are asking the broad, the entire surface of a leaf which is in green color. This entire surface which you can able to see, no? This entire surface of the leaf which is in green color and broad, we used to call it as a lamina. What we used to call? Lamina. Leaf, lamina, we used to say. And the next question. And the third question. Lines on the leaf. Lines on the leaf are called dash. Lines on the leaf are called dash. Okay. Here we will see this is the leaf. You can able to find the leaf lines, no? One line, these lines, which are the lines which are present on the leaf. We used to say, see back side front and back side, there will be lines on the leaf. We used to call that lines as a veins. What we used to say? Veins. Yeah. And the next question. Fourth question. The design made by veins, the designs made by veins in a leaf is called the dash. The designs made by veins in a leaf is called dash. Answer is, so here we can able to find a design. This is the one type of leaf where we can see a network of veins connected together and it is forming some design. These design where the network of leaves has formed on the leaf where the network is formed, we used to call it as venation. What we used to call? leaf venation. Leaf venation. And the next question, fifth one. If the design, if the design on the, if the design on the leaf is net-like, if the design on the leaf net-like on both the sides of midrib, on the both the sides of midrib, the venation is dash. So what is the answer? So here, this leaf which we are saying in the which we are seeing in this question. So in this leaf, there is a network. On these the main axis we used to call as midrib. This side and this side it is forming a net-like structure. These type of venation used to call as reticulate venation. We used to call as reticulate venation. So based on the leaf, so many plants we have, no? So many plants we used to see. So based on the leaf type, the venation used to change. Based on the plant nature, based on the leaf structure, the venation used to changes according to their morphology. Okay. And the next question. Sixth one. And the sixth question. In some leaves, the veins are parallel. The veins are parallel to one another. The veins are parallel to one another. This is dash venation. So here basically we have divided. Basically we have two types of venation. Now we are explaining or we are discussing in this assignment. One is reticulate venation, where the veins used to be in a network form. And the second type of venation, where if you see the leaf, this is the leaf of a plant. So the veins used to be like this parallel. They used to be parallel to each other. The veins used to be parallel to each other. These type of parallel veins we used to call as, this type of venation we used to call as parallel venation. Example is grasses and rice plant, or if not wheat plant, you can see the parallel venation. This is one of the plant where it used to have a parallel venation. It used to have a veins in a straight parallel to each other. So the answer is parallel venation. Parallel venation. Okay. And the next one. Seventh one. the main vein on the leaf. The main vein on the leaf is called the dash. The main vein on the leaf is called dash. So here in this leaf, the main vein is this one. This one is the main vein. This long stride is there, no, which is arising from the petiole. This one we used to call as main vein, or we used to call as midrib. What we used to call as midrib. What is the function of vein? Veins helpful in the transportation of water, minerals, and food particles in a leaf. In a leaf, they used to helpful in the transport of minerals, water, and food particles. And the next question. And the next question. Eighth one. Identify the venation. Identify the venation on the leaf. Identify the venation on the leaf. So here they have given one diagram and they are asking us to identify. So what diagram they have mentioned here is the type where it is to have veins. These are veins generally present in the diagram which they have given. Okay. The leaf is having like this veins. So as we discussed and as we said, what type of veins are these? The leaf is having like this straight lines parallel to each other. We used to call this type of venation as a parallel venation. The answer is parallel venation. Parallel venation. Okay. Examples I already said, no? Like sugar cane, wheat, rice, grass. These and all are the examples for parallel venation. The leaves with the parallel venation. And the next question. Ninth one. Identify the venation. Identify the venation of the below given leaf. Below given leaf. So what is the answer? First we will see the leaf which they have given. They have given the diagram of leaf. It should be like. So as we all know, if the leaf is having like this network, like veins, we should call this type of venation as a reticulate venation. Reticulate venation. What is the example for reticulate venation? Mango leaf, and other leaves also, neem leaf. This and all comes under reticulate venation. Reticulate venation. And the next one. Tenth one. Why are some leaves leaves not green in color. Answer is, generally in the first assignment we have discussed, leaves are green in color because of presence of a green color pigment called chlorophyll. Because of presence of green color pigment called chlorophyll. So the answer is because they do not have chlorophyll. Because they do not have chlorophyll. So the leaves used to be non-green color. They will not contain the green color pigment called chlorophyll. So as the chlorophyll is absent, in that particular leaves, they are not able to perform photosynthesis process. What is the photosynthesis process? Photosynthesis process by means of which plants can able to prepare their own food. So as they are not having the chlorophyll, some of the plants, other pigments also used to be there, it is a secondary. So as they are not having the chlorophyll, they are unable to prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So I hope everyone is clear with the questions and answers. Thank you.